What about my love? Wasn't it enough? Just let me know.
These guys could have been higher, to be honest. But a couple picks thrown in there that were just like,
yep.
It really is just one that was
in our heart of hearts. They are an S tier for the homie Jordan Travis.
But the one pick, bro, literally dropped them from an A+ S tier down to a B+, bro. It's ridiculous. Armin Mimbu comes off in the first round. Then they grab Mason Taylor, and we're like, my God, they're going to be a hell of a blocking team.
Bro, it's exactly what the Titans did with Cam Ward. They are setting up Justin Fields now to where if he fails, unless it's to Arian Smith, it's his own damn fault.
Yep. You needed a defensive tackle.
Arian Smith.
Yeah. 𝗕𝙁𝘂𝘀𝗶𝗏𝗀𝗀 Thomas goes in the third round, which a lot of teams that we've already mentioned that need corners, that could have been their pick.
Well next to Gardner.
Yes, bro. Two lengthy guys that pause if necessary. Aaron Smith in the fourth round, bro, was absolutely disgusting. I will never forgive them for wasting a fourth round pick on this dude.
They drafted him before Jalen Royals.
That is disgusting.
Bro, if they had gotten Jalen Royals, this would have been an S-tier draft. Because especially when you get Malachi Moore immediately afterwards.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Malagoa and Tyler Barron, bro. Like, what are we doing, Jets? You did so well.
If only it were Jalen Royals, and then like maybe change a couple late picks. Honestly, I feel like that's the main consensus for all of us here on the Jets.
Yeah, I mean, Tyler Barron gives you depth at obviously a very strong edge position.
What about my boy Justin Barron? What's he doing?
They've accepted. Justin Barron is playing for the Bengals, I believe.
This upsets me greatly. I mean, good on him, but like, no, he's signed with the Cowboys.
The Cowboys, yep.
This upsets me greatly.
But Tyler Barron comes in. They just picked up the 5th-year option on Jermaine Johnson, which is going to be awesome to see him try to get back on his 2 feet. But if not, they got Tyler Barron now. Francisco Mauigoa was like one of the better linebackers in college football that nobody really talked about but us when we watched. Every single time we've seen them on defense, we were like, the dude's out here making plays. One of the better tacklers of the football. Y'all already know how I feel about Malachi Moore. Being in the 4th round was an absolute steal. I would have chose him number 1 overall. That boy is a beast. And the way that his whole story is too, he seems like a really good dude. He's going to fit down there and give them a spark on that defensive back unit. That's going to be awesome. Aaron Smith, bro. 17% drop rate, Aaron Smith. Is this what we're doing? Is this what we're doing, Jets? Is this going to help Justin Fields out?
Say it ain't so.
I don't know. I honestly could see him as a camp cut, bro. I could.
Yeah, if he does what he did at the Senior Bowl when my camera was on, dropping like 4 straight passes or whatever it was, yeah, he might get cut.
Damn, bro. 𝗕𝙁𝘂𝘀𝗏𝗀𝗀𝗀 Thomas, project, but it was so funny when we were watching it. I was like, yeah, he plays like Jalen Ramsey. And then I was like, and then it was Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah, that was really funny.
I was like, man, if I don't know my players, it's hilarious. And then Mason Taylor and Armand Mimbu were just chef's kiss to come out there and protect their guy, man. Like, and give him a safety blanket for Justin Fields. I love it. I don't know, man. Give you guys analysis on this. I really think that they were safety away from being a perfect draft or a defensive tackle away.
I think they nailed it. I mean, especially with the Membo pick, he was someone who, we mocked him there quite a bit. And
if the Raiders
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. So out of this draft, who's the best pickup outside of Armand Mimbu and Mason Taylor for you guys?
I think it's easy to point towards Malachi Moore. But I do think that Tyler Barron adding depth at edge, that pick right there is going to, I think you're going to look back later and you're going to realize how good of a pick that was. As the Jets keep on drafting, young edge rushers. You know, you have Jermaine Johnson, Will McDonald, who are really going to be expected to come into their own and start producing soon. And they're reloading behind them with Tyler Barron, who is one of college football's most productive edge rushers over the last few years.
That is very true.
So I think that he's going to be someone who could develop into an excellent option off the edge in pass rushing situations, right? Third downs, you know, third and longs. I think that he's going to end up being probably the sneakiest pick. Well, one of the most sneaky picks of this class. Because again, Malachi Moore in the 4th is great value as well. So yeah, man. I don't know what picking him up in the 5th round is great. And I love that pick for the Jets, adding depth.